Welcome to Qatalum. Qatalum is a joint venture between Qatar Petroleum and Hydro and has a production capacity in the first phase of 585,000 tonnes of primary aluminium, all to be shipped as value-added aluminium cast house products. Your safety on this site is our #1 priority, so we ask for a few minutes of your time to familiarise yourself with the plant's safety procedures. Only those authorised by Qatalum are allowed on the premises. When visiting the Qatalum site, you must register at reception, then undergo an induction procedure which will include provision of your personal protective equipment, PPE, and visitor's pass prior to entering the plant. This procedure is designed to inform you of our safety procedures and how to proceed around the plant. Once you have completed your sign-in and induction procedures, you will be issued with your PPE equipment, which will include appropriate protective clothing, safety helmet, hearing protection, safety glasses. It is important that you are wearing steel-toed or closed shoes. If required, hot metal footwear will be issued to you. As a general measure, please remove or leave behind anything with a magnetic strip or subject to magnetic forces. For example, mechanical watches and credit cards, as these can be affected by the processes used in the plant. Additionally, any visitors with a pacemaker or metal implant should immediately inform your escort. Each department at the plant has its own specific safety requirements. You will be briefed before entering each department about specific measures to take to avoid the risks in each area. As an industrial plant, there are certain items that are prohibited for safety reasons, including metal and glass beverage containers, disposable butane lighters, metal or wire reinforced ladders, plastic gasoline containers. Photography, both still and video, is also prohibited at the plant. Prohibited items including cameras must be left with Qatalum security and can be collected when you leave. During your visit, you will be accompanied by a Qatalum escort at all times to ensure your safety. As a visitor to the site, you are not permitted to drive any vehicles. As a visitor, you are also not permitted to carry out any work on the plant. Qatalum has restricted smoking area policy. Smoking is only permitted in designated and signposted smoking areas. Visitors are encouraged to wait to smoke until they exit the Qatalum site completely. Remember, while on the site, be alert at all times and follow the instructions given to you by your Qatalum escort. Before you enter the plant, there are a few more specific safety points we'd like you to consider. Do not touch anything metal. Metal, whether it is liquid or solid, looks the same and can be very hot. On a site this size, there is continual movement, both pedestrians and vehicles. Large vehicles have limited visibility and take time to stop. Because of this, at all times pedestrians must yield to vehicles. There is a speed limit on the site, which is 30 km per hour on all roads and 10 km per hour inside structures. If you are travelling in a Qatalum vehicle, you must wear a seat belt at all times where provided. When walking around Qatalum, stay within the clearly marked pedestrian walkways and crosswalks. These walkways are clearly marked on floors and roadways with the following colours: pedestrian, green and yellow; crosswalk, yellow or black, or white and black. Follow these designated pathways at all times. Do not take shortcuts and give way at all times to vehicles and mobile equipment, even if you are in an approved crosswalk. Be aware of safety signs at all times and follow their instructions. Blue-coded signs show you mandatory procedures for that area. This can be protective eyewear or hearing protection. Circle ban is a prohibition safety sign showing what cannot be done in this area. If you are in doubt, ask your Qatalum escort for assistance. Yellow is a hazard or warning sign. These show that there is a potential danger or risk in that area. Please proceed with caution in and around these areas. Red is for fire safety and shows where fire equipment is located. Green is a safe aid sign which shows escape routes, safe assembly areas, and the location of first aid equipment. Between April and October, temperatures on the Qatalum site can reach the high 40s. You should be aware of heat stress at all times. Also, be aware that compulsory PPE wear can increase the effects of heat stress. To avoid heat stress, drink plenty of water during your time on the site. Qatalum seeks to meet the highest environmental standards. At all times, we look to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Please place all rubbish in the clearly marked bins or keep with you until you exit the plant. At Qatalum, we work hard to ensure 100% safety of our visitors. But should an emergency situation arise, refer immediately to your escort. If emergency assistance is required, call 1000 from an internal Qatalum phone, 4403 1000 from an external number. When reporting an emergency, please communicate clearly your name, the incident and location of the incident, what has happened, what assistance you need. Like all large-scale industrial plants, Qatalum's first aid, fire, rescue and hazardous materials response teams are all located in the emergency centre. In case of an emergency, follow the instructions of your Qatalum escort. Your Qatalum escort is your source of information at all times. Stay with them at all times and listen to their instructions and advice. Their job is to ensure that you are informed of all procedures on site. When leaving Qatalum, report to the reception area to return your visitor's pass and PPE equipment and to sign out of the plant. Please ensure you have all your belongings with you before you leave. Even when leaving the site, remember to be alert to all risks. Thank you for your attention, and we at Qatalum hope your visit to the plant is safe and informative.